And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for our
It was the Ijaw country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic genesis was at Government College in Delhi.
Go gather, destroy their food. Make situated camp and that other camp, Tongon camp, no compensate everybody.
Sometimes. Today our focus will be in the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Akbar dancing.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. There are lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. You know, after some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
Good day, thank you very much for talking to people, places and events, and to the African Center for Community and Development. What is your name, sir?
I'm Chief Elumba Atabong traditional ruler from Nfonsam village in Central, popularly known as Plendembo, where rice was planted.
Now, what can you tell me about Nfonsam village?
No, Nfonsam village used to be a small village which is under Menwa, but particularly Bumen, and have been deserted by the people of the village who came and settled in the southwest. And we have a lot of people settled here in the southwest.
Okay, in terms of the culture of the people, what are the pertinent issues about the culture of the Nfonsam man?
Well, the culture of Nfonsam man, Nfonsam people have their traditional way, where the women carry traditional basket on their backs when they are going to farm. The Nfonsam people, as per culture, have their traditional way of dancing, which is very peculiar, and most people in the southwest know how the Igbo people dance.
What are the names of some of the traditional dance groups that you have in your village?
Well, most of the traditional groups we have, there's one we call Akumia, meaning that it's woman dance. We have a Kalimbo, which is climb on sticks, which is about 4 meters high.
They call it Dodokido.
Popularly known as Dodokido. Then we have another one, it's called Nyapet, which they dance the back. So there are many.
And what is the economic activities that take place in Nfonsam?
In Nfonsam village, we have a lot of coffee. This farmer in my village removes about 50 bags of coffee. There are people who can remove 300 bags because they are very hardworking and very industrialized.
And you have in mind a conservation project in your village to raise cattle and also to conserve biodiversity in your place. What is your vision about this project?
Well, there's a project which I have in my village which I'm planning to develop, and I want to put it in the making. It's in the thinking. I want to create an association in my area to raise cattle, to raise snails, to plant flowers, to conserve trees, and bee farming, and have, you know, a lot of things in my village.
In order to create...
Yes, in order to create employment, to disenclave the village, because the village is enclave, and my vegetation in my village is green. I have a lot of water in my village. Water is life. I have one part of my village which is trees, and there is another part which we have medicinal plants. And yours truly, to leave 1/4 of my village to go to the next quarter is about 4 kilometers. So I can say in all, I have about 16 kilometers of distance square of land. But my area is very hilly and very fertile, 100%.
Okay. we just celebrated the 50th anniversary of the reunification of Cameroon, and your village seems to be situated between the two Cameroons. Yeah. What is your impression about the reunification of Cameroon?
Well, as an Anglophone man, I've spent most of my time in the Southwest. I've played in Victoria United, and I was called Mami Koko in those days. I was very popular. When you hear of late Dr. Panti was trained in Ibadan University. He was one of the first medical doctors with Chief Indeli, Dr. Indeli, who came in West Cameroon when Dr. Chinda was here in Boya. So we were staying opposite parliamentarian flag when Akeremuna, Martin Foncha, and all those people were staying there when there was a Prime Minister's Lodge. I attended Bicep Mission School Boya around 1965.
Okay, so do you think that reunification has worked well for Cameroon?
It has 100%, because if you see development from that period to now, 50 years, yours truly, I tell you, it's night and day, because somebody who has lived even in Limbe, if he tells you that he has not seen development, that's the man is telling a lie. So, although in those days we used to have My Six Beach, we used to have Down Beach, and we used to have so many places where monkeys used to come and, you know, visit people, and they give them banana and people swim in My Six Beach. The Limbe has developed.
No, but why are Anglophones complaining about the unity?
Just truly, Anglophone are complaining because they have a cause to complain, because there are so many things that they would have done here, they have not done. And 70% of the income of this country is coming from Southwest: oil, banana, palm oil, many other things. If you talk of palm oil and all those other things, there are so many. The forests in Mamfe, Nguti, Akwaya, and all over the place. There's so many.
So much more needs to be done to harness these resources here. That's what you're saying?
Yes, I'm saying, you know, marriage can never be smooth in the way people think. There must be always quarrels and all those things. The marriage has been there, they can never be divided. But the thing is that they have to try to see and to improve on the situation and the Anglophone people.
Now, I want to ask you about African tradition. Many people say African tradition is phasing out. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. African tradition is going out. One, the children don't speak the dialect. Two, traditional dances are going out. The shrines, everything, the people are trying to follow the white man culture. We are because of school, education, and all those things, we are losing a lot of tradition in villages.
Now, what can be done to help to salvage the situation?
To solve this situation, the elites of all the villages have to always meet to see how they have to support the chief, how to have to put the chief up. The chief depends on the elites, and if you don't have good elites who have to support you, because there are traditional areas where the village have to meet every year, and when you call the elites and they don't come, it goes to a mess. When the elites don't bring their children to the village, they womanize, and there the village is going off.
Do your elites support you in your endeavors?
Somehow it's just about 20%. My elites support me, just 20%. In my village, from some village, most of my elites are well educated, but they don't love the village. They hate the village. They don't come there on weekends. They don't build. The place has been cleared. Like the project I'm saying, I want to bring development in that village. The first man who will protest and come to try convincing the villagers will be an elite. The villagers will be 100%. But somebody who has built in Yaoundé, somebody like Charles Ella, who is teaching in Oxford University, he cannot come to the village. I have a parliamentarian in my village. Yes, he doesn't have a village, he doesn't have a house in the village. So many of them. Nfonsam, who is a procureur de la République in Cambe, he doesn't have a house in the village. You see all those. So when they hear about this project that we want to rear cattle, they come and start protesting. They want that the village should remain in the bush, and they stay in the cities.
Now, what are your last words? Can you say something in your dialect to encourage your people to come to the village and also to support initiatives locally so that the village can be empowered to grow?
Yes, Lanye Banchon, Awunyeti Bona, Mommy, Nfonsam, Lanye Mo, Nfamonyen Chon, Ye Fai Kati Project Nen, Awunfa Development Swaniti Mbo, because Tan Chon, Tan for Yumpo Swani, Yedanka, Mboye, 30 hectares à tes gouvernements, député Abou refusé. Mais bon projet Gaina, Monen, Awun Swanati Bo, son Suna Nyomo, Ye Fai Kati, Yoanen Adiam, and Ye ko be a party.
Now, just as an aside, you speak very good English. You've lived in former West Cameroon, but you are francophone by origin. So it means that reunification worked with you.
Yes, you want me to speak? Yeah. Je vais parler maintenant en français. Je vais dire que comme je suis né de ce côté, je suis presque 100% anglophone. Je suis aussi bilingue parce que je parle français. Il y a beaucoup de choses. Mon village est crié de l'autre côté. Tout est 100%. Mes enfants ont tout grandi de ce côté. Et comme le Cameroun est un, et on se marie, j'ai beaucoup des anglophones qui ont marié les filles de l'autre côté. Tout est 100%. Il n'y a pas de problème.
Thank you very much for talking to people, places, and events, and to the African Center for Community and Development. And I wish you good luck in your wonderful vision and project for Nfonsam.
Thank you very much. And you just listened to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for listening to your places on our
This was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic tendencies was as government college to Delhi and
Go gather, destroy their food. Make situated camp and that other camp, Atabong camp, you know, compensate everybody. But so
generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of H.R.H, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point as more dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. There are lives that are true, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Now, after some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.